Hi, it's Leslie. Yes, I'm back. 90-day fiance. This was weddings. Weddings. We had multiple weddings, not just wedding. We had two weddings. These lucky, well, we're going to assume they're lucky. That time will tell if they're actually lucky. Two couples actually made it down the aisle and are wedded, happily wedded. But this was the episode of fashion. There was so much fashion between wedding dresses and all the things. Weddings and wedding dresses, none of which I'm interested in, but I'm here for the drama, and that's why I watched, and this episode did not disappoint. I'm going to start right in with Bini and Ari. They made it down the aisle. She had a nice wedding dress, I guess. She looked great. She looked beautiful. I did appreciate the fashion of her white sneakers underneath. I liked the practicality of that. I did like that. I thought little Avi looked adorable in his suit. They looked great. They got married. Nice Jewish ceremony, beautiful. The one thing that was funny to me is that all the couples say 90 days is just not enough. But Bini and Ari have been together for 3 years. What have you been doing? What have you been doing if not figuring out whether you're going to be able to stay together and all these things? But 90 days was not enough for them. But you had 3 years, so they're not off the hook. Anyway, they're married, and there you go. I'm going to move on to Eve and Mohamed, the other lucky couple that made it down the aisle, and they both looked extremely happy. Like they both wanted to be there. She included her son, which was adorable, and that is honestly what is so endearing about Mohamed. Not that there's a lot of endearing, but looks like he really cares about her son and is open. No, he has challenges, but that was wonderful. She included him in the ceremony. It was beautiful. My only question was, she has two. Doesn't she have another son? Where is he? He was nowhere to be found. He should have been there too. But whatever. They're happily married. So yay! Congratulations, Eve and Mohamed. Now I'm going to move on to the couples that have not yet made it down the aisle and are struggling to get there. And I'm going to start first with Patrick and Thais. Patrick, the older one, Thais, the younger one, and of course the younger one is much more sensible, does not want to spend time gallivanting on all these different adventures and vacations and whatnot. She actually wants to get down to the nitty-gritty and figure out if they should be getting married and they can work through their problems. Leave it to the younger one to be practical and whatever, but Patrick is just full speed ahead with all the things. Anyway, they went on a beautiful yacht. They had a party celebrating their union. And of course, I have to a big shout out to another Leslie. I'll call her Leslie with a Y. But this Leslie, quite different. She had beautiful hair extension and the fake boobs. So shout out to that Leslie. Obviously, I'm not representing the Leslies very good there. But it looks like Thais, even though she does not have her dad's approval, may actually just go through with this. I was just like, if you know your dad wants you to be there and you know how he is and it matters so much to you, why in the world are you even entertaining a relationship of a guy from another country? I mean, I guess before you know it, you're in it and you're in love and you can't back out. But I don't know. When you hear someone's from another country, and you don't want to do that, you should just stop right there. Anyway, now I'm going to go on to Bilal and Shaida. And this was another insight into fashion. At least this is what I consider fashion. I'm going to give you a few images. I have to give a shout out to Shaida with her fashion sense to coordinate her lipsticks with her headscarf. It is absolutely beautiful. I mean, when she has red in the shirt she's wearing or the scarf, she wears the red lipstick. When she had the gray on, a nice muted lipstick. And then when she wears pink, she has the pink, and she brings it all together. I mean, I was just like, I could appreciate the fashions from Shaida. And she has a beautiful wedding dress too, I guess, as wedding dresses go. Bilal was very cute with his kids. I say this is one of the more appealing qualities about him is that he has some really great kids, and he's raised some wonderful kids that really love him, and that speaks well to his character and his, himself and his wife. But they have a few days to go, and yes, they are still figuring it out. So it's going to be down to the wire for those two. Now I'm going to move on to Jibri and Miona. Kind of sad. They left his parents. They went off. They're going to get hitched. And Grandma, that's love. Grandma showed up, is going to officiate the ceremony. How awesome is that? Jibri so wanted his mom and dad there and talked to the mom, and she was like, she couldn't do it, tough love. And Jibri was like, I understand. And I was like, I'm glad you understand, because I don't understand. I'm calling bullshit on the mom. She should have been there. It makes no sense to me. If Grandma could show up, so could you. You're going to regret this. You be there for your son. And now on to Emily and Kobe. And what is better than a union just filled with lies from the start? And she is pregnant again. The one thing her father asked her not to do. She's pregnant again. and she wants to hide it from her dad. And of course that puts Kobe in an awful position because he's trying to be a stand-up guy, knowing it will reflect upon him, because it will. Doesn't want to tell the dad, and him, Emily, of course, lay down the law, not happening, get over it. She runs the house there, so there you go. But Kobe comes out with some great expressions. He says he's not going to take this shit any longer. Well, I think he is, because he's going to marry and have this shit for life. But that's okay. And the other thing that was odd to me is, so she's pregnant, unless I'm just losing track of time here, but you know, she squeezes into that dress for the party they're having, I guess to celebrate, you know, the pre-wedding or whatever. And she's already worried that people are going to look at her and see that she's pregnant. I go, didn't she just find out she's pregnant? I mean, are these people waiting like 3 or 4 months to get a pregnancy test? I feel like that was just like a week or so ago. She should not be showing. Like, I don't know. I have issues with the whole time thing. She should not be showing. She's just chubby. It's fine. Anyway, I don't know. But that is my recap. Do like this 90 Day Fiance. Anyway, if you like this recap, please subscribe to our small but mighty channel and hit the notification bell. Leave any comments of anything that I might have missed, and we'll see you next time. Bye.